everybody. I could not be more happy. So I am ready to jump into today's training live stream. I want to welcome you to the Holiday Slay series where I'm going live every Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and I'm thinking of going live this Saturday with a little bonus training, a quick little bonus training, but I'm doing it every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, 12:30 Pacific time to give you everything that you need, the training, the tips, some strategies to slay your sales during this holiday season and finish this year with some momentum, because it takes momentum to start off the year strong. We don't want to start from sitting still. We want to start with some momentum. So I'm doing a few things in order to support you in doing that. So in our first episode of the season, we tackled the biggest lie of the season and how to use it to finish this year with that momentum that we're looking for and to have your biggest month ever this month. And there's still time for you to do that. I'll talk about how in a little bit. And I also talked about how on our last session. The other thing we did in the last session is reveal the biggest lie that keeps people stuck 3 feet from gold during this time of the year. Love this lipstick, but it always does this when I start talking. All right. If you missed it, you can still catch the recording of that. So you can go back and catch out the Holiday Slay series episode number 1. During today's episode, I'm going to break down the secret sauce behind my highest converting Facebook posts that bring in clients who have invested as much as $36,000 to work with me within a single day or two of meeting me. And what I'm talking about is going from post, having people end up on your profile page, start viewing content, and go from looking at post to client in 72 hours or less, which is such a badass thing to be able to do. And so I'm breaking down how I create those types of posts. But before I do, I want to invite you to join us for the cash creation crash course that's going down December 27th through the 30th with a bonus masterclass that I am gifting you, where I will be breaking down this exact strategy in even more detail, called the 100K month method. So we're doing an end of the year holiday sales challenge during my cash creation crash course. Why? Because most of my business career, I was always often told not to do anything during the month of December because you wouldn't make money. Don't do it in the month of November because people aren't buying right now. They're focused on the holidays. And for the last 4 years, November, December have been my biggest months ever. And so I want to share with you how I take focused intentional action, not working 24/7. I still chill. I still relax. I'm still enjoying the holidays, still enjoying time with my family, but taking focused intentional action that helps me to create a minimum of 6 figures in cash every single December. So I want to invite you to join us for the Cash Creation Crash Course by going to letsmakemore.com for the information. There's a link above this video. I'm going to put a link in the comments as well so that you know exactly how to type it in, but it's letsmakemore.com and you will get all the details. I also want to invite you to invite or tag anyone who you feel like needs this, wants that kind of support, or that you know would love to create momentum into the new year as well. So during this week-long crash course, what we're going to do more than just teach you a bunch of content and talk to you or talk at you. We're going to do more than just sit back and have you take pages and pages of notes and go, oh my gosh, that's mind-blowing and that's great, and then do nothing with it. What you're going to do is you're going to learn my simple, powerful action steps that get to the money-making strategies, get straight to the money-making activities, bring cash into the door. And not only will you know what to do, so I'm going to give you what to do, but you're actually going to get into action and do it. So immersing yourself in 4 full days of training and coaching with me that will unlock your ability to create cash flow in your business. And what I'm talking about is now money, not future money, not setting up something for the future, but actually creating cash. So during the crash course, you're going to get a training every day. You're going to get an assignment every day that's going to help you structure something in your business. And then you'll do one cash creation activity every single day for 4 days in a row to generate more leads, more sales, and more cash in your business. We're also going to go deep and show you how to break through whatever's standing in the way or standing in between you and having more money and creating cash flow in your business right now. All right. So go to letsmakemoresales.com for the details on how to join us for this end of the year money making experience. And I keep saying it, and I'm going to say it again. I know there's about 18 days left in this year. There is still time to hit your sales goals. And there's still time to even make this December your biggest month ever. I'm watching clients do it again and again. I just posted something in my group and said, hey, if you got a big end of the year goal and you need a witness or a cheering squad, post it so we can support you along the way. There's still time. And there's still time without all the panic. Again, focus, intentional, laser focused action is what will get you there. So I want to talk about today my highest converting Facebook posts that bring clients who have invested as much as $36,000 to work with me in a span of 32 hours or less. Are you ready for this? I'm going to pull this up because I haven't used this before. Oh, here it is. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to dive into this. I want to make sure I can see the chat. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to create posts that really call in to clients who are ready to invest right now, who are very high quality and who are ready to invest at a high level. And then I'm going to give you 2 bonus tips to go with that. So I'm going to jump right in. This isn't going to take that long. First thing I'm going to give you is this. You got to show people your client results. Write that down. Show people your client results. So there's 3 crucial pieces of your marketing, especially as a high-end service provider, and especially if you're looking to attract now buyers, people who have money in hand and they're looking for the best person to work with right now. The first one is proof of work, showing people your client results. If you don't have testimonials or experience that you can talk about, this is where you want to start. You want to work to start to gather proof of work and testimonials or client experiences that you can start to share. Some of my favorite ways to show off my clients are asking them to write testimonials for me, right? So just saying, hey, you share with me what your best result was and where you were before, where were you after. We have a list of questions that we give clients to answer so that it makes it easy for them. And then even sometimes we'll write it for them and then have them review it because sometimes people get busy. So asking them to write testimonials for me. I will also screenshot their celebrations in Facebook groups for my program. So if they're celebrating their biggest month ever, I'll grab those screenshots. If they're saying, oh my gosh, that training we just had was mind blowing, I will screenshot that. If they send me a Facebook Messenger message, I will also screenshot those, typically asking for permission if I can share it publicly because it wasn't shared in a public format. But screenshotting is one of the most powerful things that you can do because people know then it's not coming from you, it's coming from the client, right? One of the things that I do is I always have clients approve them if I am going to share. The second thing is writing posts about their success. So I'll write a post about their success. I'll have them approve those and I'll post them, but then I'll also invite them to join me on a live stream and do an interview. Most people will call those case studies. Sometimes we do it as a case study, but sometimes it's just an interview. And the reason why I like doing interviews with clients is because people are typically looking for a Me Too moment. They're looking for, okay, Shameca, you say you get these results for yourself. And people look at me as if, okay, you've been at this a long time. Of course, you're doing $1 million in a month or $1 million or 6 figures in a day, or you have 6-figure sales. Of course you are. But have you been able to do that with other people? And not only are they looking for just another person that you've been able to do it with, but someone who's like them, someone who has a similar story. And so highlighting various clients and their results that they get with you helps you to help your clients or potential clients to see that there are people who are in their industries who have their same problems, who look like them, who like the same things that they like, who go through your work or use your methodology and create similar results. So sharing your best clients' results. Number 2, share your own story and results. And this is one that I think people don't use very often because they're like, well, I don't want to be talking about myself all the time, or who cares about what I do? And this is a really crucial piece of your marketing or the post that you put out there for conversion. right? Or as we say in Power Player Nation, it's a really crucial piece for commas over comments. We're not about how many people comment on the post. We're about how many commas we can create from the post that we do. So what I want you thinking about is, what is your key story or stories that showcases or shows your audience that two things. One, you've got the results that they desire. So you've been able to get through this thing in your own. One of the things that I can't stand to see is people that teach or train or try to tell people that they can create results that they haven't really created for themselves. And a lot of people don't like that either. So when you can show them that, yeah, not only do I teach this, and not only do I have clients who have results, but this is also something that I'm doing my own work around this as well. And here's the results that I've created for myself, right? So you want to show them, one, show your audience that you've got results, you've gotten the results they desire. And then number two, that you've been where they've been. It humanizes you. You know, it's one thing for me to talk about having $1 million day, month, six-figure day, six-figure clients, and I come from money. But it's a totally different thing to let people know that I bootstrap this business. And I often will say, I bootstrap this business with no boots, right? Every dime that I put into this company, I had to make. There was no small loan of $1 million from a family member or a friend. I didn't even have good credit. So I worked really hard. Now, not that that has to be your story, but for those who find themselves from a similar background, who are on a similar journey, and maybe they're stuck at multiple six figures right now. Maybe you're stuck at multiple six figures right now. It's like, she gets me, right? So we want them to see. What we want them to see is that you've been where they've been and you have an understanding. The other thing I can't stand is when somebody who's been skinny all their life is selling weight loss to people. I'm like, but you've never known what it's been like to carry an extra 100 pounds of weight around on your body and what it does to your knees and your mental state when you still are working hard and you can't lose weight, what it may be doing to your back. It's a lot of effort to continue to run or walk or do all those things when you're carrying weight. And then you have somebody who's really, really tiny coming to tell you exactly how to eat or exactly what you need to be doing every day, right? It just seems incongruent. And there are people who would rather have somebody who's in that state. But for me, I want somebody who understands my journey, because that means they understand the mental roadblocks that I may be going through. And I would venture to think that for most of the people who want to purchase from you, it is the same thing. So sharing your story positions you in a way where it humanizes you, where you have your own receipts and results that you've created using your own methodology, and you get to show them that you've been where they've been. It's a moment as you share this story where it's like, I see you, I get you, and I have a way of escape for you. Okay. Remember, people won't buy unless they know, like in their knower, that the results are possible for them. More often than not, if you're in the personal development space, you are supporting people with something you've also struggled with before and have overcome. So share those stories, share the journey, not just the end result, like, ta-da, I've arrived, right? Share the destination. For me, one of the things that I do is I share the walk and the journey that I'm on right now, because I'm no different than my clients. I'm still building a business. I'm still building to the next level of multiple millions of dollars, right? I'm building to that 8-figure business and what's next for me. And so oftentimes I'll share where I am right now. And I know there's people out there that share and teach that you don't want to be in the mess while you're doing it. You can be discerning about that. For me, it's not about having extreme breakdowns, but it's about sharing that this journey is not easy. And so there are obstacles and things that I face that I may come across where I can share some wisdom of, here's how we got around that hurdle, right? One of the things that I teach, and I'll be talking about this in the Cash Creation Crash Course for those of you who will be joining us, is teaching levels of business. And in the first level of my business, I built my business to $1 million organically. So now that we're trying to scale on a larger level and we have the cash and the capacity to invest, we're running Facebook ads. Well, 4 months ago, my ads account got shut down. It's the first time it's ever happened to me. I haven't really run ads before. And so we're working to get that rectified, and I'm learning from that. So as soon as I finish learning from this, I will be teaching what caused it and what are the different things that you would be looking at in order to avoid that, as well as how we got out of it and what were the different options that we had and how we ended up ultimately solving that problem. And see how I'm talking? I'm planning on having this problem solved because I know that it's a necessary next step. But it's perfectly normal to teach as you're on the journey. So don't just show your destination or your point B or where you are now. Be open and willing to share the stories of the past and sharing the journeys. Too many people want to be perfect, right? Here's the third thing that I do in my highest converting posts. These are the types of posts that I share that actually get me the highest paying clients. You need to speak to your power client. I'm going to say that again. Speak to your power client, the one that scares the bejesus out of you to lead, not just the people with whom you know you can rescue or save. A lot of times I have to tell myself, Shameca, put your cape away. There is somebody that's willing to serve people who are still figuring out that they can make more money in their business. And for me, I'm for the people who have a knowing that more is for them, that next level, that they know for sure they want to create a multi-million-dollar business, that they want to create millions, and they want to leave a legacy for their family, and they're stuck where they are, right? So you want to speak to those highest level clients. My clients are giants. They are leaders of leaders. They are atmosphere shifters. When they walk into a room, you notice them, right? These are the people that I serve, but I wasn't always adept at serving them. I wasn't always open to serving them because it was easier for me to serve people who weren't quite at that level. They scared me. Let me just be quite honest about it. Now I have the capacity to hold that power. And so I'm speaking to those power clients on a regular basis. Whenever I'm feeling off with my marketing, like I'm missing the mark or it's missing the mark, I try to shift from trying to sell people things and push my programs and trying to market my stuff and market my business. And what I shift into is what I call writing love notes to my power clients. These are people that I know like the back of their hand, because in a lot of ways, you're just like me. Right? You are a go-getter. You're driven. You're determined. You like a good competition. You are used to winning and you want to continue to win. And so I know the pitfalls of that because that's who I be. Right? And so I just start writing love letters to them. And I know it sounds a little bit silly, but I just write them a letter. I write you a letter. I let you know that I know what you're going through and that you can get through it. And maybe I'll mention how I can help, but most of the time, I always write it from a place of love and connection. And I tell the truth and I speak truth to power. And it usually hits home and truly, truly resonates. Oftentimes, we are afraid of the words that are coming through us because we believe or we have a belief or a feeling that they're not good enough. And so we're looking at other people to see how they're writing, how they're saying it, how they're talking about it to see, is this good enough? Or we turn on into sales mode and we're like a talking bobblehead and you sound like a walking infomercial and you're not hitting home. You're not hitting the heart. I promise you, marketing should not be so stiff and stuffy and commercial-like. If you write directly from your heart and your soul, you will connect powerfully with people who are willing to invest a premium to experience the work that comes through you. Inside of my sales school program, I teach the exact frameworks and step-by-step processes we use on how to write a post or post that signs high-end clients that will invest anywhere from $10,000 or more just from engaging with you on your social media platform. Remember, for the first few years of my business, that's the only way that I did it. It was live streaming, Facebook posts, Facebook Messenger, and we use that framework to cross $1 million for the first time in our business, and we've done it 3 years since then. And here's the cool thing about it. I'm going to be breaking that entire process all the way down during the Cash Creation Crash Course on January 3rd for that bonus masterclass. You're going to get a full masterclass on these strategies, the strategies responsible for multiple millions of dollars in my business, getting me on the Inc. 500 list, and doing it on social media without a huge following. And also the same process that has helped others rapidly scale from 6-figure years to 6-figure months. So here's what I want you to understand. When you master talking and speaking in this way to your clients and trusting what comes through you, it's a game changer. It will change the game. So I want to give you one more invitation And then I'm also going to give you 2 more power tips. Okay. I want to share with you what's included in the cash creation crash course. And then I have 2 more bonus power tips for how to write these posts. And I want you to take this to heart. You might want to rewatch this video again, because I know that the things that I teach sound so freaking simple to most people, but simple is what has made me millions. Simplifying my business, because I used to overcomplicate everything. And then I learned that there is a straight path. There is a faster path to cash in your business and stability and a stable foundation in your business. And that is simplifying. You simplify to amplify. You simplify to multiply. I often tell my clients too, you slow down to speed up. All of those things. And most people are unwilling to do it because we have this thought process that we have to work a lot or work harder or work more or work faster and into a frenzy in order to do huge numbers in business. And what I'm typically finding when I'm mentoring people on this journey, the more we peel back, the more we give them space, more there's room, and they're expanding their capacity, the more money they make, the more they are themselves and they're allowing their words to come through them, the more money they make. All right. So the Cash Creation Crash Course starts December 27th, and we're going to run the crash course the 27th through the 30th. It's every day for those 4 days from 12 to 1 p.m. Pacific time. And you're going to get a few days to catch up for those of you who are maybe falling a little bit behind, because I know it's holiday season. And then we're going to wrap it up with the bonus masterclass that I'm going to do on January 3rd, which is my entire 100K month method that I'm going to teach you exactly how we do the things that we do on social media that have clients raise their hands and say, yes, you are the person for me. It is going to be super powerful. Here's what I want to do right now before I give you those 2 more bonus power tips about the highest converting post. I want to tell you what's included. So there is an investment for the crash course. It's 7 days being held in the container, and those 7 days are about laser focus, intentional action. And the reason why I'm doing it is because I want to show you how I roll. Simple creates results. That's just who I be. That's how I've done it. I don't know any other way. Well, I used to know another way, but it's no longer the way that I do it anymore. And it's also to show people, one, how I roll, but what can happen, how much you can do, what kind of momentum you can create, what kind of traction you can create, how much money you can create when you're focused and intentional in your actions. When you get rid of all the fluff activities, you can create a lot of momentum. And this still has the ability to be your biggest month ever and your biggest year ever if you know what to focus on. So here's what's included. For general admission, it's $97. If you go to letsmakemoresales.com, there's actually above this video, there is a link there. You can just click that. The $97 includes 4 days of business training, including the additional days. So 5 days, including the additional masterclass that we're going to do, and coaching with me. Every single day, we're going to go live, and I'm going to teach you something. I'm going to give you an assignment to do, some cleanup to do, and then I'm going to give you a cash creation activity. You're also going to get access to the private cash creation Facebook group. The only people that will be in there are people who are going on this journey with you. So we're all going to be cheering each other along. We're all going to be doing our daily cash creation activities, and it's going to give you access to the replays for 7 full days while you're in the cash creation crash course, so you can watch them as many times as you want to during that time period. It's going to give you access to the course workbooks that have the templates that we're going to be using every single day, the scripts that I'm going to be giving you so that you can use them to easily take all the cash creation actions that I give you and create money from them, and the assignments that I give you. It also includes those daily cash creation challenges that we're going to give you that are going to totally transform your business. Plus, I'm giving you 3 bonuses at $97. And I know you're like, why the heck is this $97? Shouldn't it be more? Shouldn't it be $1,000? Shouldn't it be, $1,500? And I know for sure that I could charge that much because we have made millions of dollars inside of this container. I've had people come through this container and close their first $72,000 sale. I've had people come through this container and make $300,000 in the 4 days that we've been together. And so I know that this methodology works. People are closing sales and booking sales calls that haven't ever booked sales calls. People are having people raise their hands from posts that they're creating during this crash course saying, hey, can you tell me more about working with you? And that's never happened for them before. So the bonuses that I'm going to give you also with that $97 $97 investment is the 100K month method masterclass. I'm going to give you the method that we've been using and teaching business owners how to make more money faster, and literally have honed this method over more than a decade. And the deal is this, the track record that I have speaks for itself. If you watch me do what I call my POW post, my proof of work post, my results post, you see that people come to me never having made six figures, and they make six figures in less than a year. And then they go on to do six figures in a quarter, or six figures in a month, right? Or have a 6-figure day. It really, really works. And so there's a method to focus where you're learning how to collapse time around the speed at which you're able to create 100K or six figures. Okay. So I'm going to teach you that. I'm also going to give you the swipe files, the templates to help you implement the strategies you need to create and close sales quickly. And every single person is going to get a bonus ticket to my Game On Live event. Now, everything that I gave you is worth more than the $97 alone. Game On Live event, people pay at $1,000 to come to that event, to be with me over 3 days, and you're going to get a bonus ticket to that. So that's what's included at the lowest level. And then if you decide to upgrade to the VIP experience, I have even more yummy goodness for you. And here's the reason why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because this year has been incredible for me. I actually have something here. I'll share it with you guys. So this is Inc. magazine. So I shared with everybody my Inc. digital article that got released. And then this showed up at my house. And I was like, oh, what's this? Your girl. This is your girl. This is your girl. Do you see that? It's in print. So if you subscribe to Inc. magazine, then you will see my Courage to Make Millions article inside of Inc. magazine. Anyway, it's just been a dope year. I've knocked off so many firsts. I've had incredible courage experiences this year. I have whitewater rafted in the Colombian rainforest. I've been to Greece, Santorini, which is a place that I've always wanted to go. I have been all over the globe, and it's been incredible and amazing. And I've also experienced a lot of big firsts in my life. And so this is a give back for me. This is an opportunity for me to share what I know, because to work with me, it's a minimum investment of $5,000, right? So if it's a $5,000 to work with me in any of the programs that I have, this is a way for you to experience working with me in a highly intensive level with a high level of access to me over those days where you're able to create these results for yourself. And so you can upgrade to the VIP experience for $297. You get everything that I just talked about in general admission. And then for VIP only, I have 4 additional bonuses. You are going to get a brand new class that hasn't been taught to anyone as of yet. I'm actually going to teach it tomorrow inside of my community in my highest level container. And it's called the Foundations of Making Millions Masterclass. I'm going to give you access to part of that training that I'm teaching my clients. It's going to help you set a firm foundation and understand how you build a business that makes millions of dollars. VIP only is also going to get access to one of my most popular trainings, Accelerated Overflow. I believe that overflow is available to all of us, but not just giving from overflow, not just living in overflow, but accelerated overflow. You get to have it happen fast. And so it's a 2-part training that is super powerful, that walks you through moving at the speed of wealth. You'll also get with that the frequency of possibility wealth activation audio that my clients only have access to. They listen to it every day to help them activate and get into their wealth possibility frequency. The last VIP upgrade that you get, it's only for VIPs, is you get an opportunity to be coached by me live. So you'll be able to ask questions during our live exclusive Q&A session with me via Zoom. So it'll be us face to face. I'll be right there with you every single day. So before we start the crash course at 12 Pacific time, you'll be able to jump on with me at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And for 45 minutes, I will be there with you, coaching you through what's coming up for you, whether it's mindset stuff or strategic things that are going on that you need support with to help you create that momentum into the next year. So that's it. You've got 2 options. You've got General admission at $97, which is a steal all in itself. And then you've got the VIP upgrade experience for those of you who would like more access. So I told you I was going to give you 2 more power tips. Oh, and by the way, it's letsmakemoresales.com. That's where you go. Again, I will type in chat. I don't know if I can. Oh, I can do it right here. I'm going to do it right now because I've never done this before. So if you go to letsmakemoresales.com, let's see if this works. That's going to get you into the crash course. It is so exciting, right? Ace is like, did you say you're doing something for $97? I absolutely am. If you go to letsmakemoresales.com, you can see what that is. And I'm going to give you this 2 more power tips, and then we're going to wrap up for today. So 2 more power tips, okay? When you are making these posts, there's 2 things that you want to do so people know if they need to make a buying decision. Now, most people will say, just do a CTA. And I'm like, no, there's posts where you want to do a CTA that's like, book a call, DM me, comment this word. And those are okay. But when you really want people to know, because posting on social media is about leaving this digital footprint, right? And this digital footprint is why people will go from not knowing me to being willing to invest $36,000 after meeting me in like 72 hours or less, because there's so much content. It's very prolific. It's everywhere, right? They go through everything. They get to see who I am. They get to see exactly what I'm offering on the posts that I have out there and in the live streams when I'm talking, right? So the 2 power tips that I want to give you is share what they'll get out of working with you and be crystal clear about who the program is for, right? Nobody wants to pay you for 12 sessions to be able to coach with you. It's not about your time. What they want to invest in and to pay for is the transformation that is specifically designed for them. The transformation that they are seeking, not the thing that you want to teach or your cute branded name thing that you think is cool to talk about. If you aren't sure why people aren't or haven't been buying at the highest levels with you, there's really 2 reasons people don't buy. The first one is they aren't sure the program is actually for them, or you're for them, or they're not sure that the end result is possible for them. So they're not sure if it's a good fit for them, or they're not sure if they can get the result. So you want to tell them, this is who gets the results, and this is the results that they get, right? This is who the program is for, and these are people who are going to crush it. So what I want to give you as an assignment today is to brainstorm how you can be more clear, like really crystal clear on those 2 points inside of your marketing. Because think about it. Why wouldn't someone buy if they knew the program was for them and they truly believe they can get the results? And of course, they want the results. The results is what they want. So if you're demonstrating that to them in your post and you're articulating who gets results and who the program is for, more than likely you'll have more people invest at those higher levels. And then the biggest thing, the biggest power tip that I want to give you with writing posts that convert high dollar, high quality clients is don't look for or look at vanity metrics. What do I mean about vanity metrics? Most people think the gauge that tells you whether your post is going to convert or whether or not people are paying attention to you on social media is how many people like or how many people show up. Listen, I know plenty of people who have hundreds of people showing up on their live streams. I know plenty of people who have thousands of people showing up on their live streams who aren't monetizing. I know plenty of people who have hundreds of comments on posts and thousands of comments on posts who still don't monetize to the degree that I do. It's because I understand what I'm teaching you right now. It's about the conversion rate. It's about connecting heart to heart with your ideal clients and the power client. The power client is the ideal client who's ready to invest right now. So vanity metrics and the numbers, remember, commas over comments. How many comments does not dictate how much money you're going to make. And most people get caught up in that. Your ego wants to be stroked. You're like, well, I posted about my business and nobody liked it. So I'm going to post about cats and dogs because people always comment on those. And then you wonder why people aren't investing in your programs because you're posting about cats and dogs. You're posting fluffy stuff, right? So don't focus on vanity metrics. Many of my highest converting content had the least engagement on it. Here's why. It hits home. And when something hits people in the heart space or in the soul space, it makes them think. And then from making them think, what it does is it inspires them to take action. And so they don't got time to post because they're processing and going, I need to do something about this, and then figuring out what they need to do. They're not A-manning on every post, okay? Some of my best clients never commented on a single thing that I ever did, but they had been watching for a year, 2 years, 3 years. I want you to get that. If you don't get anything else today, get out of focusing on vanity metrics, get out of the feels. Okay, so that's it for today. I want to see you guys on the next episode where I'm going to cover an often overlooked enemy to success that most people believe is serving them, but it's actually a huge block to your rapid expansion and your cash flow. So that's going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to go live a little bit later because I have to teach this class with my clients. And so I'll probably go live in the evening, which I rarely do, but it's really important to me to give you all the lessons that I want to give you leading into the crash course. For those of you who won't be joining us, you'll be able to get some wisdom and nuggets from what I'm teaching here, absolutely free for you, and implement them in your business to create some momentum into the new year. And then for those of you guys who are willing to invest in yourself to do some next level training with me, you got a full week, intensive action. Let'sMakeMoreSales.com is where you want to go to join me there. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye. Thank you so much for watching my show, my channel. Here's what I want you to do. If you really love what you've been listening to, I want you to subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment. No, really, leave a comment, like right now. I'm not gonna stop talking until you leave a comment. Seriously, leave a comment.